Did you know that more than 60%, that's more than half of the villas in Bali, are not profitable? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make your Bali villa very profitable. Let's go. I'm gonna start off with market research. What does that mean? Basically, whatever your area that you choose to be in or you are in, we have to figure out what properties are selling or renting for those days. So let's say, for instance, you want to do a daily, which means you want to do rentals per day, or you want to do per week, or you want to do per month. We need to figure out what those prices are. What are our competitors doing? So the best way to do that is to do a couple of things. Either you could pay $1,200 a year for the back end data of Airbnb. Now that's a membership, like a broker like me, I have access to that. We pay for that. Or you can go to Airbnb and you can manually do it, okay? What you do is you look for properties very close to your area, not something far away. Then secondly, we're gonna narrow it down by the map. Secondly, we're gonna narrow it down the type of class A, B, C, or D. So let's say for, class A is super luxurious, class B is luxury, but maybe a little bit older, class C a little bit older, maybe 10, 15 years older, and then you have class D, which is, really, that's the bottom of the barrel there. So what we have to do is figure out, we have to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges. Make sure they're in that right property, make sure it's the right amount of bedrooms, or if you're going per bedroom, then go with that one bedroom. You see where I'm going? We have to get as similar as possible so that we can figure out what people are actually paying for. Now, you don't want to look at Airbnb and look at what properties are selling or listed for. You want to look at what they actually sold for. Do you get my drift? Because anybody can list a property on Airbnb for $1 million per night, but what are actually people paying? So we need to look at booked historical data, and that's where we're paying that broker fee, that $1,200 per year comes in effect. You can reach out to us at Dream Bali Homes or any good broker that's serious. Okay, so after that, we will be working with pricing strategies. Now, there are some little advices that I can give you to manipulate the search engine optimization on Airbnb or booking.com or whatever platform you're on. And one tip that I can give you is looking at, of course, comparing apples to apples like we just talked about, but also changing the price daily. So we have software that does it for us. Every single day, it may change it by $1 up or down. And what that does is manipulating the search engine optimization to let you appear on top. Because believe it or not, there's hundreds of listings available. And what the algorithm, the way Airbnb or booking.com chooses which ones to put out there is they're thinking, they only get paid a commission whenever you book. So they want to book as much as you do. So they're gonna be looking at one thing or a few things, and one of those things is gonna be how often is he updating the listing, because they don't want to book a listing and then have to cancel because that property is not available. They wanna show updated, up to the minute updated properties. Do you see? Because I know everybody who's been traveling before has booked a property and then you couldn't get it. It was canceled. You're like, oh, it's not available. I'm so sorry. And that's what Airbnb does not want. So that's one little pricing strategy, is to update daily or get with the broker that has software that can do it for you. Now, of course, you have to compare apples to apples. We talked about that a lot. But the third thing I want to talk to you about is effective marketing campaigns. So a lot of times, people who put properties here in Bali or throughout the entire world, remember, I'm a real estate broker for nearly 20 years, they forget that, just put it on Airbnb. Well, that's not necessarily true. That is not true, actually. Number one, you have to use professional photography all the time. Always make sure with the drone, especially if it's class B or A or B, top of the line, you definitely want to do that. Now, after that, you definitely need to start running campaigns. So you may run a Facebook, Instagram campaign, and you can start with $5 per day which is about $150 per month. And you're thinking, well, how is that gonna help? It's gonna help drive traffic to Airbnb or Booking. And the more people start inquiring about it, the algorithm for Airbnb says, hey, you're tricking the algorithm because the platform thinks that people are interested in this property. So you're like, oh, if the algorithm says, oh, this is a good property, people like it because you're paying for the advertisement, bringing traffic, then it's gonna keep showing the property because it thinks that it can make money by booking it. So this is an effective marketing strategy. Don't forget to put your listings out there on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever platform is performing really well in your country. Because remember, we gotta delegate and we gotta talk to the audience. So we gotta check, like in Australia, it's gonna be Facebook. People love you, you have to do this research. If you're gonna be in Indonesia advertising inside the country, then you need to be on TikTok and you just gotta check what country you're in. So I hope you like these tips. Let's go on to the last one. So we have to make sure that we give these guests a 5-star, get them a 5-star service so we can get that 5-star review. And really, we just have to be on point. And one of the biggest points is we're gonna have to make sure that have an easy, streamlined check-in. So you wanna have an e-key there, an electronic key. You wanna have cameras there, at least one at the door. And number 2, if you can't afford that and you're on a budget, then just at the bare minimum, get a combo box, get a lock box that has a combo on there, test it out, put the keys in there, make sure they can get in there very easily. Make sure that there's, a couple of waters in there if you can, some cold water, maybe like a little gift bag that costs $1. Here, something there that when they get there, they're gonna be tired. Little toiletries go a long way. You can pick up like shampoo and stuff wholesale, especially in Indonesia, for like $5 and you'll have it for like a month. So these little things can give a 5-star experience. The last tip to get a 5-star review is gonna be this. Ask for it. And when you ask for it, please don't say, can you please give me a 5-star review? No, you need to make it emotional. So you're gonna just really make it, you're gonna do this one time. You're gonna put this into your note editor or whatever docs and just copy and paste what I'm about to tell you. Say, hey, first name, I was an extraordinary, we loved having you here. I hope you come back. If you can do me a huge favor, give us a 5-star review. It really helps us with our family business. This is 100% family small business. This kind of goes into the emotional point of view or the perspective of that guest. So they'll think twice before giving you a 1 or 2 or 3 star. You really want to shoot for that 5-star by asking it, putting with some emotional review, and of course giving those little toiletries and little gift bags at the beginning that cost like $1 or $2. So I hope these tips really help. Make sure to hit that like button. Okay, so to recap, in this video, you have learned 4 things to make your villa or property, even anywhere in the world, profitable. Make sure we stay out of that red zone. So the first thing is gonna be market research. Do your homework, folks. That's the number 1 way you're gonna lose money is by going too fast. You need to figure out what's selling, what's in demand, get that historical data. Number 2, we need to make sure that we have an effective pricing strategy. And we talked a couple of things about little loopholes to make you appear on the top of those search engine results. And number 3, effective marketing strategy techniques, not certainly relying on just the platform Airbnb or Booking or whatever. We need to do our own marketing, even if it starts with $5 a day on whatever platform. Now, and number 4, we need to make sure we get a 5-star review, and that goes by, going above and beyond for service, of course, giving them that little gift basket at the beginning, and then at the end, we're gonna actually ask for the review. And remember, the review asking and the check-in, all this process can be automated through the check-in system, through our software, or if you want to design your own with the API of Airbnb and Booking. All this stuff can be automated. Just like set it and forget it. It knows, okay, the customer is coming in the day before, here goes the map. Here goes the picture. Here goes the lockbox information. Here's just where all these frequently asked questions, so it doesn't drive you crazy. And this is the only way that you're going to be able to scale to make money in the rental business, because it's a huge headache if you try to do it manually. Hope you like this video, and if you need more assistance with locating villas, property, land in Bali, check me out at dreambalihomes.com. That's dreambalihomes.com. I'm Alan Jimenez, real estate broker since 2005. I'm pretty much the only licensed real estate broker from the United States that's doing business in Indonesia. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Over and out.